Hey guys, what's up? This is Jugs McGee here, and welcome to my top 9 games of 2018. Reason why top 9 is because I've been so occupied with games. Gee, I wonder what game has been occupying my time for this whole year that has huge customization efforts and is a sports game of my favorite sport ever. I wonder what game is that. Nope, no idea at all. And as you can see down this calendar, it's December 16th. We only got like basically 2 weeks and some change left until the new year's coming. Hence why it's the perfect time to be talking about the best games of 2018. Hopefully 2019 will have the same quality as 2018, but let's talk about the good games right now. Let's get that started with it. So number 1, we got Red Dead Redemption 2. So of course Rockstar has got to be keeping up with their quality, and of course Red Dead Redemption 2 is the best game that we ever had so far from any Rockstar game that we had so far since San Andreas, of course. So everything that's done in Red Dead Redemption 1 has been greatly improved in Red Dead Redemption 2. I mean, the gameplay is basically revved up, so basically everything is so realistic. Like, hell, you even got a stamina bar that if you ran out, your character started losing health due to that fact. And plus the story is just, so magnificent that you just can't put into words. I mean, this is a story about trust, it's about brotherhood, it's about betrayal, it's about being robbers and cowboys. It's taking it back to the whole Clint Eastwood type of cowboy movies. And yes, I'm a fan of cowboy movies, but get at me. But so many gameplay aspects to the game, so little tidbits like the side quests, the little environmental quirks that you can see in the game, from how it goes from like the snowy mountains of Texas down to the deserts near to the border towns of Mexico. So of course everything from like Arthur to Dutch to even John Marston's in this fucking game. The story, how all the characters are all fleshed down in this game in order to be prepared for Red Dead Redemption 1, which you should have played before this game, because of course everything's going to be spoiled now, but you kind of get the idea. But though Red Dead Redemption 2 is a really good game, and it has everything that Rockstar seal of approval into it. I hope they carry that on with the next game, whatever it is, and I hope it's Bully 2. So number 2, we have God of War. So of course seeing the creator of God of War just bawl his eyes out in the video due to the ratings that Metacritic gave his games, of course this kind of shows the whole culmination of how this game turned out to be in the end in the critics' eyes. And I don't pay attention to critics' reviews at all, because I like making an own opinion for my own about a certain game. I'll bet there might be some truth to some of the reviews, but that's a whole story for another day. But the way how they take a character that's so angry at the world, like Kratos, and just humanize him because of the fact that he has a kid now. Just that alone kind of like changes the whole dynamic of the game of how Kratos is supposed to be. Like, how it's supposed to be not supposed to be a journey of rage anymore. It's supposed to be a journey of mourning because his wife died, and he's taking his own wife's ashes to the mountains in the Norse region, and just the fact of his whole emotional journey of him and his son bonding in the most weirdest fashion ever. Because who would a guy like Kratos have a bond with his own son? Have you seen what the fucking Greeks do to their own children? Like, goddamn. But just the fact that the whole combat has been revamped is just breaking the mold of what a God of War game is supposed to be. Is just groundbreaking due to the fact that it's not like your typical hack and slash anymore at this point. And hack and slash was actually a pretty good story in the end. I'm looking at you, Devil May Cry, because some of the story parts of that game could be a little bit but goddamn, Santa Monica Studios just did their damn good job just making this game. I really like this game. Out of all the God of War games, next to God of War 3, but holy shit. I mean, you would never expect Kratos to be the same person that he was after what he did in God of War 3. Holy shit. I mean, basically the whole Greek dimension just basically got destroyed because of him, but that's another thing for another day. But anyways, get this game. This is my hypnotic motion to get this game. This game really does deserve Game of the Year, but that's questionable because Red Dead Redemption 2 is in the way. But anyways, get this. So number 3, we got Octopath Traveler, and oh my god, you're gonna be seeing a lot of RPGs in this fucking list. I feel sorry for you non-RPG fans, because holy crap, this game is so fucking amazing. I mean, you got basically the whole Bravely Default team making this entire game, which kind of gives you a little bit of a preview on what kind of quality the next Bravely game is going to be. And I hope Bravely 3rd comes out too, because goddamn, I've been waiting for that game for so long. You need to continue off the hot hand with this game, of course. I mean, the whole 2D graphics and 3D worlds, the job customization systems, the way how you can change your jobs of the many characters, the stories of many characters, the way how the whole story of the characters go, like from the first chapter to like the final chapters of their storylines, kind of all culminates into one big thing in the end by just going through all the secrets and just many different ways on how to have fun with this game in general. I mean, I just can't put into words of how amazing this RPG is, in my opinion. I mean, it's way better than Dragon Quest 8, and I love Dragon Quest 8 more than Dragon Quest 11. It's much more better of a game than that, in my opinion. And Dragon Quest 11 is a good game by its own regard, but it's not in my top 9, though. Just a little bit of a spoiler review for you guys, but holy crap, all the characters are so well written, and the way how they sort of interact with each other, but yet they don't interact with each other in the story at all. But the little tidbits, you see how they interact with each other, but goddamn. If this is the quality how Project Octopath Traveler is supposed to be, then by damn, maybe there better be of this high quality. So yeah, I'm already expecting 2019 to have a brilliant game in it. So yeah, buy this game. Number 4, we have Valkyria Chronicles 4. That's funny, it's number 4 and it has Valkyria Chronicles 4. I'll stop right now. But this is actually my second Valkyria Chronicles game that I ever played. The first one I ever played was Valkyria Chronicles 1. The reason I haven't played 2 or 3 is that because they're kind of a little bit off the beaten path in terms of Valkyria Chronicles. I mean, 2 is basically a high school setting, and that's already been beaten to shit out of many other games like Persona and many other Japanese-like games. And of course, Valkyria Chronicles 3 wasn't released in America, so we had no way to play it yourselves unless you bought your PSP and download the ISO and patch the game in English. But I'm not going into that territory. But overall, from what I've been seeing and playing, is that it basically went back to the roots of the original Valkyria Chronicles, which I actually liked because it brought back the whole meaningful story of the characters, and it brought back a ragtag group of people who are basically in this mission just to prevent the enemy from taking over their country and everything, which is basically a reimagining of World War II if you actually look at it from the outside perspective, of course, in terms of historical context also, and also there's also new improvements to like new weapons. You got a new class in the Grenadier, but holy shit, that class is so fucking broken. They basically destroy fucking tanks with this class alone, like a one-man army. But due to many other classes, there's also new enemies, of course, and of course the new Valkyrie you're gonna be dealing with. But that's spoiler territory, though. But anyways, buy this game because I don't want to be spoiling this game any longer. It's a really good game. Just take my word on it. Number 5, we got Yakuza Kiwami 2. Now, I played Yakuza 0 and Yakuza 1, and holy crap, this game is actually better than the first two because so many things like that improved on it. I mean, the story, it continues off of Yakuza 1, of course. I mean, you gotta play this game in order to actually get what's going on in the game. I mean, you got your whole... Well, I mean, Kiryu is basically out of the Yakuza this one, but of course, knowing how the Yakuza works, or any game works, you're not truly out of a gang until you're basically dead. And that's what this game is all about. You're supposed to figure out who the head of the Dojima clan is, figure out who the next head is, and plus the gameplay is still great from the past Yakuza games that I played. And the upgrade system is better than Yakuza 0, of course. I mean, you don't have to rely on money anymore to level up your character and all that. And the way how the game looks in general, it looks very realistic. Like, they use actual actors. I actually read that up, that they actually use actual people in order to model their characters in this game, and it's just very, very impeccable how they did that. And I played Shenmue 1 and 2 this year, and compared to Yakuza and Shenmue, this game is a lot more better. I mean, Shenmue, of course, it came out on the Dreamcast in the early 2000s, but it kind of shows you how far the differences are and how far we made it in terms of how gameplay changes could be made. And Yakuza 2 is an example of that. So yeah, I'm still waiting for Yakuza 3, 4, 5, by the way. Still trying to get my hands on playing those games, so yeah, play this game. And support the Yakuza series, because Sega really you need to show your support to Sega, because holy crap, Sega is a very hard-headed company most of the time. And I want to like them, but they're making me hate them so much at the same time. And this series is making me like them even more. So yeah, get it. Number 6, we got Monster Hunter World. So for all you paisanos out there that don't know anything about Monster Hunter, it's basically You're thrown into a world of basically, I mean, it says in the name, you're basically hunting monsters for the sake of bounty, of course. And the person that introduces this game, Flash Ray 00, he usually talks about either this game or Fate Grand Order. And I'm not a big fan of Fate Grand Order, but at least he got me into Monster Hunter World. And by God, this is my first entry point into the series, and just to blow me away because of the environments, the amount of ways you can kill your monsters, the way how you pair with your friends in order to kill those said monsters, the customization of your weapons, the customization of your armor. So much just goes into the game, man. Feels like I'm taking too much of it. At the same time, it's almost like culture shock at this point. How impeccable this game is, about how many content it has. And plus, don't forget the events like the Halloween event, the spring events, hell, even the winter events that pass by too. It's so much, it's so impeccable to support in this game. I haven't got the Switch version though, so yeah, I need to get into that version as quickly as possible, even though I prefer World over any other version right now because I feel like this is superior. But that's my opinion. Number 7, we got Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and it came in some form of awesome steelbook case that I got in the special edition. But anyways, this game has a lot of fucking content to it that you can basically just replay into it. You got your crystal orbs that can basically summon out many blades. I mean, I still haven't gotten Cosmos yet. The story, of course, I mean, it's hit or miss for some people, but it's a hit for me. And it's basically about, you know, bringing the Earth back together. Spoiler alert. I mean, I'm not going to tell you how the method is done, but it basically is bringing the world back together and through the use of technology of past days. And the way how it's pulled off, I mean, it's like, it's, in my opinion, at least it's better than, it's on the same level as Xenoblade Chronicles 1 in terms of quality, and there's still a lot of content. I mean, the latest expansion on Torn of the Golden Country kind of proves that they're willing to add more content, even though it's the final DLC of the game, which I kind of want more DLC, but then again, you kind of want to let this game die off so that they can make another game. Hopefully it's a Xenogears remake though, but I can't think too hard on it. Number 8, we got Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man. Rip Stan Lee, by the way, but this game gets a bonus credit for taking place in New York City because that's my hometown, and of course, any place that involves New York City, like GTA 4, gets bonus credit in my eyes. And Spider-Man is no extension. I mean, they model out Times Square so beautifully, even though I hate that place so fucking much, though. It's a tourist trap. But you could just web swing around the many parts of New York. You could web swing through Harlem, you could do that. Lower East Side, you could. Fucking Wall Street, you could do that too. And plus the fact that the combat is basically flow motion like the Arkham series, and it's so loose and so free-flowing that it's the way how the combos are pulled up together, it's so smooth and it's so well done. And Insomniac, you would expect that a company like Insomniac can make a game like this because they're known for making like Spyro and all that shit, but you never expect them to make a game like this, and holy crap, they just did it so well. But yeah, Disney or Marvel, make the next Marvel game, please. Let them make the next Marvel game, please. This is my plea to Disney and Marvel. Yes, let Insomniac make your next Marvel games from now on. This is my plea as a gamer and gamers alike. And then finally, number 9, which recently came out, Smash Bros. Ultimate, which is another Ultimate Edition that they got that comes in an awesome steel case. But I mean, who the hell wouldn't say no to a game that has everybody in it? I mean, it literally says it in the special edition box. Everyone is fucking here. Look at it. Just the fact that there's so many characters and so much content you can unlock in the game that just you alone, you can pick out a character and see, be like, oh, I could be good with this character. No, I could be good with this character. Let me try this character right here. And just the fact that you have so much replay value with many different characters you could try out, and the amount of content you get to, like, you got the World of Light, which is a big ass board where you just do many challenges and all that, which is basically like a mini version, a GIMP version of Subspace Emissary. But then again, I don't like Subspace to begin with, to be honest. And then you got like the online mode, which, with little improvements, you could fix the lag a bit, and hopefully by the time, like a couple months down the line with a couple of patches, the online will be better than usual. So hopefully there's that coming. And plus the DLC, I mean, fucking Joker for Persona 5 in the game, who wouldn't want that? So that's it for my top 9 games of 2018, yeah. So those are a good set of games that we have right there for the entire year. I know I missed some games like Dragon Quest and some others, but those are like games that I really didn't necessarily finish at all or got any further in at all, but they are good games in their own rights, and if I had enough time to play it, I would have actually put them in the list. So yeah, that's pretty much it for my top 9 video. So see you guys in the next video.